Good evening, B.C.E. So first I want to give credit where credit is due. He's got an excellent piece on his channel. That'd be Jay Dyer, which is where I got this. Because I actually got to thinking about this the other day. Because it's connected to a story that didn't get too much fanfare. Because it was discredited by Snopes, right? Which is just two occult Satanists sitting around banging each other in their basement. So, yeah, don't take Snopes. Snopes. Give me a break. Snopes. So anyway, Soylent Green. For those of you that don't know, Soylent Green was a movie from 1973 starring Charlton Heston, in which the latest craze is a product named Soylent Green that contains people. Who does that sound like? Right? Right. Because it's all connected. We're going to play Go Around the Room. As usual. Soylent Green. Made with real people in every bite. Boy, sounds like you, Mom. Sounds like you fucking face-worshipping whore. Sounds exactly like something you'd be doing. You probably came up with the fucking idea, didn't you? You fucking witch. Anyway. People need it in the year 2022. Well, sure they do. 2 zeros is 7, 2 and 2 is 274. Right. 7. So, 9/11. About that. So, yeah. Soylent Green is people. Because this is a real thing. Oh, they might not call it Soylent Green. It might not be in cereal per se. But you know where it is. I'm going to show you in just a second. 88, 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, and 99. Soylent Green, ha ha ha. Right. The Joker. Our old friend the Joker, Hasatan. Purple for witchcraft, black and white makeup for the checkerboard, scars on his face, and green for the land of Oz. OZ letters to numbers, 14, Satan 14, Oz 14, Santa 14. Soylent Green, ha, the micro and the macro, yin and yang, give me a break, as above, so below. Soylent Green is real, because it is. Truth and fiction in movies and lies in the news, the world of opposites. Like when my ex-wife used to tell me she loved me, she meant the opposite. Like when my parents used to tell me they loved me, they meant the opposite. That's how that rolls. Not with honest people, but my parents are far from honest people. Soylent Green is very real. Also, just coincidentally, like everything else is a coincidence. I'm a coincidence, you're a coincidence, the world is a coincidence. Everything is a coincidence. There is nothing that happens on purpose in the world. Not one thing. It's all a coincidence. 113. 14, it's duality, it's both, it's all. 113, 33, 14. Aborted cells are used in the development of artificial flavor enhancers by biotech companies. Hello, biotechnology 69, the micro and the macro. I've talked a lot about biotechnology companies and what a hoax, occult, warehouse, ass-banging festival they are. Because that's what they are. They are in no way, shape, manner, or form, quote-unquote, big air quotes, science. No, no, no. They're just a bunch of occult sodomites, trannies, ramming each other in the ass with objects and screwing each other in the ass. That's it. That's all. Right. Aborted fetal cells in Pepsis. What color is it? What color is that? What colors? Primary colors. What colors are those? Red and blue. Red and blue make purple. The dick bags in the police cars with the fallen angel technology that follow you around with 9 death implements that need all 9 to apparently take down one person because they're fucking pussies. Those guys. The police 33. Right, red and blue together for witchcraft and royalty. Royalty. Yes, right. Pepsi uses aborted babies. 88. Right, because this is a language. It's the one language. The rebuilt Tower of Babel. That's what it is. Pepsi uses babies as flavor. Ha. 88. Again, 88. It's all a coincidence. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. The Ouroboros eats its own tail and goes round and round and round. Now, as per genius and hero Stanley Kubrick in The Shining, deception. 42. 6 times 7, 4 and 2 is 6. It goes round and round. Mirrors, altars, telepathy, The Shining, etc. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Just so happened my dad had a store idea once called Shine Time. What a coincidence. Fuck face. Now, in The Shining, Jack Torrance is reading this particular issue of, what, Playgirl? Playgirl. Again, genius and hero, Mr. Kubrick is telling you something. No, he's not. It's a coincidence because Mr. Kubrick was known for his haphazard manner in putting together a film. He just threw them together, threw stuff at the wall, and saw where it landed. He had no idea, no concept, no plan at all going in whatsoever. Why parents sleep with their children. That's what he's telling you. Because my disgusting pig, witch, whore, Satan-worshipping, you piece of garbage, mother. You fucking whore. I'm saving your name for last. Oh, it's going to be a good day. Don't worry, I'm going to out every fucking last one of you. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, you pieces of garbage. Anyway, in this scene at the Overlook Hotel, we're going to get to that too. The Overlook Hotel, before he meets with his boss, he's reading this particular issue. And it's also implied later on that Mr. Torrance is having sex with Danny, because he was. Kind of like my dad had sex with my brother! Now, what colors are Shelley Duvall and Danny wearing there? Oh, red and blue for masonry, sure. Because they are. She's reading The Catcher in the Rye, a famous programming book in which they discuss secret societies. Holden Caulfield discusses secret societies. The secret society. There's really only one. They're all just different branches of masonry. It's not the Illuminati. It's not space aliens from the planet Draconia. It's just Masons. That's it. And that's a diamond. Diamond 33. Because the English language is set up as nothing but witchcraft. Period. That's it. That's all. Inspire physical reactions with certain key words like blackmail or I'll block you. Red and black, ha ha ha, for human sacrifice. Red and black, ha ha ha. 66. Now, why do you think it is? Mr. Torrance is looking at a maze here. Why do you think that is? Do you think that's a coincidence that Mr. Torrance is looking at a maze? Is it? Well, I'll tell you, it isn't. Because where do we find ourselves? We find ourselves in a maze. That's where. Here he is. And do you think it's interesting that Mr. Nicholson pretty much plays the devil in every single part now? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth, right? Right, because they speak in spiritual terms. Oh, what hand sign is that? Right. Signs, symbols, colors, names, dates, letters, numbers. And they speak in these signs. They speak in letters. They speak in dates. They speak in numbers. They don't speak in English. They use English as a weapon on us. That's how that works. Here's my piece of garbage witch mother. And her 33 gravestone. 33 and 33 is what? 66. What are the two most important numbers in free faggotry? 33 and 66. 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, and 99. And we're not talking about gay people in love with someone else. I'm talking about people involved in this whole fucking nightmare. That's who I'm talking about. So don't get it confused. I'm not talking about two gay guys who are in love here. I'm talking about wizards and turds and parts of masonry. That's what I'm referring to when I call it free faggotry. No, right. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Because Mr. Kubrick, again, was known all throughout the world and in filmmaking for his coincidence in filmmaking. Right. As above, so below. The micro and the macro. As it is Yahweh's realm above. This will be Satan's land. Right, right. See how he perverted it? Because it's supposed to originally mean as heaven, on earth as it is in heaven. That's what it's supposed to mean. But he flipped it, and he turned it into his world down here. And that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like it is in heaven, down here. Spiritual beings having a human experience, then coming home. Not spiritual beings living in a fucking nightmare. That's not what it's supposed to be. Right, the Baphomet. Right, because that is what Mr. Kubrick is telling you. It's not just a simple horror film. Why do you think he symbolically crushed the original Beetle that Mr. King, douchebag, Stephen Stephen 33, why do you think he crushed the Volkswagen Bug under the truck? To tell that, because, we speak in spiritual terms too, don't we? And what Mr. Kubrick was telling Mr. King is go fuck yourself. That's what he was telling him, and he changed the color of the Volkswagen Bug. Now, The Shining takes place where? At the Overlook Hotel. Just so happens I stayed at this apartment complex. When I got back to Iowa City, I found myself there. The Overlook. Coincidence, I know, sure. Shire Lane, like Talia Shire of Rocky. Right. Iowa City, Iowa. 5, 7, 2, 9, 4, 13, and 7, 20, 2, 0's a 7. Round and round, land of OZ. This is a parkland bench. Those are diamonds. I sat on a parkland bench when I was sitting outside the Overlook. Right next to Hollywood Boulevard in Iowa City. Just so happens I also used to live near the real Hollywood Boulevard when I lived in Hollywood, which is wands are made from right. Exactly. In Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. Benjamin Hawkeye Pierce. Right? Right. We got another coincidence. Niall Kinnick. Kinnick Stadium. Right, black and gold, the color of Satan's livery. A butcher shop known as the Children's Hospital of Iowa, the University of Iowa, lies right behind that press box. Or excuse me, on the other side, on the left side, not across from the not behind the press box, on the other side behind the grandstand. That's where the butcher shop, known as the University of Iowa Children's Hospital, lies. Now, orange, clockwork orange, right? Coralville. That's flat earth dome symbolism right in your face. That's a pyramid, and it's a coral pyramid. It's orange. And what's that? Right, pyramids 42, as per Danny's shirt. in the mirror. Pyramids is also an inverted 42. How many hours in a day? How many days in a week? 24/7, 2 and 7, 9, 7 and 4, 11. Right. Brick for masonry. Ha. 88 again. The Masons, 33. Masonry, 33. Now, every single address my father ever lived at ended up being 44. Why? Corinthians 4 and D&D, death and destruction in Freemasonry. That's his phone number. Note, it starts off 330. And you can play it both ways because it's duality, it's everything, it's all, it's both. 330. Right. 6 zeros a 7. 67, 76. 38. What's that? 77. Right. My address growing up. 75 Talcott Road. 44. Death and destruction in masonry. Overlook, Iowa City. Ha ha. 77, Land of Oz. Satan 14. Oz 14. I gotta go PP 14. Pizza pie. See, they use it all. Pizza 33. In a circle. Pi Day. Right? Pi 3.14. Well, why that's important is it has nothing to do with fucking science. It's witchcraft. 42. 14 times 3 is 42. The land of OZ. 4 and 2 is 6. 2 and 4 is 6. Right, round and round. The snake eating its tail. Clocks. Confusion never stops. Closing walls and ticking clocks. Triple repetition characteristic of magic. As Mag would tell you, you get the Freemasonic number of 3 and you get a 21777. Clocks, ha ha, 33. Right. It's Satan. That's who that is. Okay? Right, they've done a very clever job hiding. Occult means hidden, right? Done a very clever job of hiding. No question. The Joker. Ha ha ha, LOL. 77. Just coincidentally, the alarm code when I was stuck down in that little prison in Colombia, like the goddess, the turd. One of the biggest Freemasonic towns in the world. Kind of like how Cedar Rapids has the largest Masonic library in the world, which seems odd. Wouldn't that seem odd to you? Seems odd to me. Anyway, the alarm code was 1107. Oh, sure. 77 and the 0 can be a 7 as well. So then you get 77 plus 11, which is 88. Their address in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, 66 in numerology. Their address was 1017, which also gives you a 77 or an 88. Chaldean magic, numbers magic. A clockwork orange. Right. Orange 33, etc. Malcolm McDowell, drinking milk, illuminated right eye, bowler cap. My arrest at 1109 Bowler Avenue. Coincidence, I know. Right. This movie, seemingly like every movie pertaining to all these things we talk about, other than the ones directed by genius and hero Stanley Kubrick, seem to have been directed by Richard Donner. Richard Donner, who's in the video I featured, played by Sting last night, who directed Superman, who directed The Omen, who directed The Goonies, also directed this, Conspiracy Theory. Starring whom? Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson 42. Mel Gibson 33. Now, Richard Donner famously directed this. Clark Kent My mother's initials, CK. CK for 33. Lex Luthor, LL for 33. Lois Lane is LL for 33, and it's 33 by itself. Played by Margot Kidder. Kidder is 33. Diamond on his chest, 33. Diamond on his back, 33, and 33 gives you 66. Richard Donner, 77. Now, he also famously directed Lethal Weapon. Right, anyone seen Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Dayman. Fighter of the Nightman, champion of the sun. He's a master of karate and friendship for everyone. Mockery. Martin Riggs is Christ too. 119. This is a language. 69 and 119. They have to tell you the truth somewhere. They have to. It's not debatable. They don't have a choice. That's how they've managed to do this for this long and turn the world into the shithole you now find yourself in. Black and white. Like the video I showed you last night, like several different examples call for an uprising is shown you. Black and white, 42, 42. Black and white for the checkerboard floor. MM for 33, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, Tina Turner 33, George Miller 33, Mel Gibson 33. And of course, because, just like Lethal Weapon, they want you to think cops are good. So of course, Max is a cop, as is Martin Riggs, when in reality, cops are nothing more than flying monkey turd eaters. Right. As Real Conspiracy, another channel I like, which I would recommend, Real Conspiracy would say, butt crumb munchers, because that's what they are. Miller 33. Beyond Thunderdome is paradise, ha. 110, how many stories did Shaquille and Boaz? Right, 110. My fake birthday, 110, 76. 7 times 6, 42. 7 plus 6, 13. Right. Eyes Wide Shut, another movie that Stanley just haphazardly threw together. Right, Circles 33. Masks, they wear masks outwardly and at these parties. Purple for royalty and witchcraft. Tom Cruise, Scientology. Tom Cruise wears a tuxedo, black and white for the checkerboard floor. Black and white. Takes place at Christmas. The Star of Ishtar can be seen on the wall. It's all connected. Clinton, Connecticut. Right? Bill Clinton. Without a doubt a Satanist. If anyone debates me on that, just get the fuck off my channel immediately. Clinton 33. Donald Drumpf. Bang the drum slowly. The Trumpettes. Take something literal and make it figurative. Here's this tranny, because that's what he is. He's a fucking girl. Like his wife is a boy. Because it's the world of opposites. With Jared Kushner. Kushner 33. Kushner, you're looking like a pretty big Nancy boy. What, do you got a little pencil eraser down there? I bet you fucking do. Demonic exchange, which is how this world works. Doesn't matter how hard you work, has nothing to do with it. I've had jobs where I've absolutely broken my ass, and I know you have too. These people don't work harder than you. They're not better than you. They work less than you. They just sacrifice to douchebag. That's how they've done this. Demonic exchange, 67. Reason I bring up Planned Parenthood, PP for 77. Pyramid. Call them, let them know how you feel. 3425 First Avenue. 3 and 4 is 7, 2 and 5 is 7 for what? 77. PP, as mentioned, 2 7s. Also 16 for 2 8s, and 1 and 6 is 7. Round and round. Car goes 88 miles an hour. And Back to the Future, Michael J. Fox. Michael 33, Fox 666. Right. Johnson & Johnson. Right. The pharmaceutical company / whatever they do. You know, they cook up various forms of pharmakia / household products. Now there's Coral. Coralville. That's a shade of orange. My piece of garbage witch turd baby-eating mother wore this to my wedding, which just coincidentally took place on July 10th, 2004. 10 and 7 is what? Right? 10 and 7 is 17. 2 and 4 is 6, giving you a grand total of 23, which are my initials. Johnson County, Iowa, red and blue for masonry, ribbon 33. Right, this place, which I've discussed several times already now, where it's just a ritual house where they all bang each other in the ass. DNA's a hoax. It is. There's their website. Sure, coincidence. Absolutely a coincidence. IDT-DNA, ha ha ha, LOL. 77. Right, because everything's a joke to the Joker. But don't worry. I actually found a joke he came up with that I think we're all going to find pretty funny here in a moment. Santa. Right. As mentioned, sat on that bench, Parkland Hospital, Dallas. The Parkland shooting. The Kennedy assassination on 11/22/33. Right. Jackie Onassis worked for Doubleday Publishing. Doubleday 33. Right, because it's all connected. Doubleday invented baseball. Spider-Man, right? Coming to my web, said the spider to the fly. Right, what hand sign is he doing? This is more Christ mockery here. Red and blue for masonry. Spider-Man. They give them all these stupid He got bit by a radioactive spider. Give me a break. Peter Parker. Parker 33. Spider-Man 33. Spider-Man is Christ mockery also. 99/66. Christ is Spider-Man, ha ha ha, 119/66. 99, right. Because all these fucking superheroes are Christ. It's all mockery. And they're going to ascend, and they're going to be superheroes via technology, etc., right? And again, Richard Donner, Lethal Weapon, whose fingerprints are all over all this garbage. Richard Donner, 77. Yeshua is perfect. Christ is not. 110. 7-Eleven or 110. It's also 116 because this is a fucking language. That's why it's 116. That's why all these things jibe when you put them in. You know, I don't have to spend any time doing that. I just put it in what pops in my head, and there it is. It's not like I sit around for hours and hours trying to develop ways to get those numbers. They just come when you type in something that you think might be a possibility because it's a language. Signs, symbols, colors, names, dates, letters, and numbers. Trinity means three of them, not one. 133. 13 and a 33 and a 39 and a 36. 9 times 3 is 27, round and round, land of OZ. And 133 is the number that PSYOP is in the military manual. I even played a joke on my followers. 133. Because he did. Even his followers didn't know there were 3. He's been running around even telling them it's just one person, or one entity, excuse me. Therefore, I don't often find myself chuckling at anything he does, ever. But that made me chuckle. How smart do you feel now, assholes? Anyway, I love you all. Hope you're having a good night. Talk soon.